if you just failed a challenge, or if you failed one very recently, I know if you can still feel it, this video is for you, and it might be the most important video that you ever watch. Because what you do next decides everything, not just for yourself in trading, but potentially how the rest of your life or most of your adult life might turn out, right? If this feels personal, then it is. Most traders do the same thing over and over again, unfortunately. And it quietly is going to end their chances. You know, I've failed quite a bit in trading. Somehow I've managed to not fail any prop firm challenges, mostly because I take my sweet ass time doing it, but I've passed. And I have watched this pattern repeat in people that I have helped and counseled over and over again. So let me show you real quick what actually matters now. If you don't know me, my name is Sam, and I've been a day trader for over 12 years, and mostly I help day traders pass their prop firm challenges, get payouts, and at the very least, maybe become slightly better at day trading, right? So the worst mistake that you can make after failing is trying to immediately trade again. I know that seems really obvious, but then I look at what people are doing, and then they are almost immediately trying to trade again. Their behavior shows otherwise, right? So you're jumping straight into another challenge, or they might be trying to change the strategy, which works perfectly fine, right? But it's revenge that is disguised as confidence, right? So it's like, I was so close logic. I almost got there kind of logic. It is very self-defeating. And your emotions, in a way, are still driving your decisions. So after my first year and a half failing in day trading, right, I just told myself, I just need to focus more. I just need to spend more time with trading, right? It's almost the same exact rules and same outcomes too, right? So nothing was changing internally. So failure itself is going to create a sense of urgency, obviously. And your urgency is going to destroy your execution, right? So there's another part, which is, I'm going to say, less obvious, but something that a lot of people trading just don't really want to hear, right? And most failures themselves, they're not strategy problems. You know, let's say that your strategy in a simulated environment, hopefully you tried it at least a little bit in a simulated environment, it worked, right? But it failed when you got under real pressure and you're using real money. Your rules are bent, but not broken, right? So risk is going to creep up quietly, especially when you're using a prop firm challenge, right? So this isn't you, you know, being bad. This is you being a human being. And almost everyone does this. I mean, if you're a human being, I don't know. If you're not a human being and you're watching this, I don't know, drop a comment down below. I want to see what you're about. But, you know, you have the same max loss days, right? You have the same overtrading spots and the same emotional triggers. So if it's not strategy, then what is it? You're trading without containment is what's happening. So you don't have a hard daily shutdown. So if you hit a loss in a certain day, your account doesn't shut down automatically to prevent you from, you know, revenge trading or anything. Your losses are going to feel, you know, more negotiable. Your rules relied on discipline, right? And discipline most of the time is going to fail under stress if you don't do this, right? So if you can override your rules, then they're not actual rules, right? So the first challenge that I passed felt boring. Weird thing to think about, but I took my time, and I actually got a 100% win rate too. And if you want to find out exactly how I passed my first prop firm challenge with a 100% win rate, go ahead and check out the comment section down below. I have a link to my free newsletter. It's going to be free forever. And then I also send out trade ideas and free resources to help you pass prop firm challenges on a weekly basis. I'm not going to spam you or anything. I don't like being spammed, so at most I'll send you an email one time a week. So go ahead and check it out, right? So my next point is that instead of trying to build up motivation for yourself, try to build guardrails. So, you know, if you have one fixed daily loss number, let's just call it 2%, right? It's an auto stop after hitting it. You have one session and just one plan, right? And it's no trying to revenge trade or like making it back trades, right? So safety to you in trading is going to be boredom. It's so weird to think about too, but safety itself is going to help you create consistency, and it's consistency itself is going to help you pass your day trading challenges. So, would you stop trading on red days? That's the real test that you have. Your second real test is that if you go to the market, or let's say you open up your laptop and you don't see anything, and you don't trade at all, that is going to be a real test for you. And I already had a couple days this week that were like that, right? So the next thing that I think is going to really decide whether or not you're ready is, your readiness is going to show up not logically but emotionally. And you really have to refine this, similar to, it's like a muscle that you have to work out over time. And eventually it will start to make sense for you, right? So your losses themselves aren't really going to change your behavior. The best way to do this is, I would say, build up multiple sources of income. If day trading is your main source of income, I hope to God that you're an excellent day trader, or that you have something else to fall back on, right? But when flat days, they don't bother you. Rules, themselves, they're going to feel automatic. It's going to feel as natural as waking up in the morning, right? So you don't really have an urge to try and prove anything to other people or to yourself or to your ego, right? So if you fail again tomorrow, would your process itself stay intact, right? But if you reached it to this point in the video, please smash the like button. It shows that what I'm doing actually makes sense, right? If you want real trading logic, go ahead and subscribe too, right? And if you want a free trading advice or consultation, I still do free consultations. Go ahead and check out the newsletter in the comment section down below. You can reply to me. I won't reply 24/7 because I have to sleep too. I'm a human, right? But it's the next step. Failing a challenge itself is not the end. Quite a few people have to fail 1 or 2 challenges before they get there. You just have to fail things in life. It's quite natural, right? But what's important is, not just getting up and doing it again because you're not quitting, but you have to refine things along the way. Otherwise, you're burning yourself out. You're wasting money and you're wasting your time, right? So the market itself, it rewards some restraint. It's not effort. It's not going to be motivation or anything else, right? So fix what failed you before you try to fund what failed you again.